What's up, YouTube fans? Today I want to take a look at the Magic Square Space Shuttle, or their version of a Legend Scale Blastoff. So this was sent to me by Matt Partsformer. He's been sending all of these to me, so I appreciate him allowing me to hold on to these until I can finally combine them, which we can do. After this review, I'm going to do a full combined mode review. This is just going to be for this guy in his robot mode and vehicle mode. So stay tuned for the full review, but let's take a look at this guy. Thanks to Matt for sending it out. And he does look really nice. He's got some nice paint on him. The face has gray and purple for the eyes. A little bit of gray paint here on the side. First I wasn't sure, but it is gray paint over brown plastic. I think there's a little bit of gray paint here on this front chest and on this hip skirt here and down here in the crotch. That looks nice. A little bit of gray paint here on the wheels and on the front legs. There's a lot of gray paint, actually. Quite a bit more than the typical figure we've been getting from them. Here's the back. It is a very clean version of Blastoff. One of the cleanest I've seen. In fact, let's just put the cartoon there. I really think they nailed the look of this guy without making it look awkward. It just looks really, really good. Let's go over his articulation. The head's on a ball joint. It does have that hole on the back of the head, so they did that better than the previous figure. I didn't like the peg, because this allows you to get all the way up and down, a little bit of side to side, but it really rotates around. I like being able to look up all the way. Rotation at the shoulder at a ball joint, up to there on the ball joint. Actually, and then there's a hinge, so you can get the arm all the way up. You have a rotation at the elbow. 90-degree bend at the elbow, rotation at the wrist, a rotation at the waist, and you have an ab crunch that's locks in, but it gets you all the way down to there. Very nice. Legs will kick up to there. Not much back, just do the sculpt out to the side. Rotation at the thigh around a universal. Actually, that might be a mushroom pig. You have a double jointed knee, but just due to the sculpt, you can only get it a little past 90. Actually, a little more than 90, but it's pretty good. And then you have ankle tilts. For his accessories, we get a single gun here, just done in brown plastic. And that'll plug into either hand. So you can go shoot some Autobots. And for a quick size comparison, there he is next to the New Age Optimus Prime. Fits in nicely with the Masterpiece scale. And there's a comparison I think everyone wants to see with all of the rest of the Magic Square Combaticons. This team looks really good. I'm going to put the G1 image there of these guys. They've really nailed it. I mean, these are the comic versions, so their colors are a little bit different. But that's what Matt wanted. But either way, man, it looks great. The team together, very cohesive, really nice deco, and overall, it just came out well. All right, now let's get Space Shuttle transformed into his Space Shuttle mode. And it is kind of a fun transformation. Shout out to Memo for his transformation video I used to learn this one. But go ahead and lift up the arm. We're going to open up the arm here. I recommend pushing down on the hand and pulling up on this part. Open that up. We're going to rotate this out, rotate the hand back, and then close that back up. And rotate this so that the inside of the shoulder is facing up like this. Rotate this to the side, and then make sure you have the tab on the top like that, and then tab this in. Okay, so that's one side. Same thing on this side. Go ahead and lift up on the head. That'll allow you to take these two arms out, set them to the side, open up this panel here. You're going to flip this out, rotate this around 180 degrees, and that's just going to peg in the side. We're going to take this nose cone piece here, this is going to slide in and sit like that. Come to the backpack, you can lift this up and just leave this up and out for now. That'll be kind of the last piece we take care of. Come to the bottom here, you definitely need a spudger for some of this, and this is one of those parts. Fold out this panel, fold out this panel. Just leave that all the way straight, and that's going to make the front of the shuttle. All right, now that we have this panel out, go ahead and forgot to fold out these panels, so pull this back out and open up these little side panels here. Same on this side. Then you can slide this in. We're going to bring this down. Bring the head in. That's going to just sit on the side like that. And then these are going to slide in to the side on both sides. All right. Bring these in, tab them together. There's a peg right there in the front. Give it a good squeeze. Bring this down. It's going to tab in here as well. All right. Now we'll take care of the legs. So you can just straighten up the ab crunch here and then leave this panel upwards. And it might be convenient now to open up these while you can reach it easy. So just open up these side panels and leave them all the way out for now. All right, so let's start with the legs. We're going to take this leg, rotate it out, bring this around all the way. And it is a tight fit, so just make sure you do that. Rotate the rear booster out. We're going to open up this panel here, open up this panel, open up this teeny tiny panel right here, and fold that out. And then while we have this open, close that back up, come to this side, open up this panel, open up this panel. You can kind of see how things are going to end up, but we're going to open up this. This is on 2 puzzle pieces. You're going to push that out and then open it up. Open up that. And then you might need a spudger to get in here and open up this panel right here. That's going to make the roof. And we can get this into the side here. This can come up into the bottom here. The wing is going to come up and peg into there. And this also pegs into the side of the leg right here. Right, you can bring this back down, and again, you have to, it's a puzzle piece. I don't really like how it's designed, but that's how it works. Make sure you get all 3. And that's one side done, so let's go ahead and do the other side. Now for the last step here, we're going to bring this panel down. There's 4 puzzle pieces. You need to hold this together, otherwise it pops out as you push it in. So hold that down, get that in, and then close these up on the sides. And then you can fold that wing straight. Make sure all these wings are straight. Come to the bottom here. We're going to flip out the landing gear. Alright, and there he is in Space Shuttle mode. And it's his namesake, and he does really look good. You get some nice pink paint here, a little bit of gray up there. It's a very clean shuttle. Got the 4 boosters on the back. Those look good. You got the faux wheels here on the bottom. Good enough. They sit on top. Don't roll or anything. You can bring the gun in and plug it in right here and store it there. But overall, it's a really nice looking shuttle. Probably one of the best looking versions of Blastoff we've seen. Let's put the cartoon there so you can take a look at it. But and for a quick size comparison, there it is next to the New Age Jazz. Just so you can get a sense of scale, and it is a bigger vehicle, but not quite as big as a shuttle would be, but I think fits in really nicely with the Legend scale. So final thoughts on the Magic Square Space Shuttle. I really like this one. This is probably my favorite of all of them. Transformation's fun. The robot mode looks really good and works. The vehicle mode looks really good. There's nothing really to complain about here other than the materials, which I'm kind of over it at this point, but I'm going to give this a 5 out of 5. This is a really good version of Blastoff. I think it's actually the best version of Blastoff at any scale. I really think it is. So that's really it for today. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the full combined mode review, and we'll see you then.